floods devastate Hat Yai, Thailand, 13 dead. Hat Yai, Thailand, November 26, 2025. Historic flooding has swallowed southern Thailand whole. People cling to cable wires, smash through rooftops to save themselves, and the military rushes in with an aircraft carrier as the death toll climbs. The chaos has reached a level the region has never seen. On November 25th, southern Thailand was hit by one of the worst floods in centuries. Hat Yai, economic engine and the heart of Songkhla province, was consumed after 4 relentless days of rain totaling 630 millimeters, a record the Royal Irrigation Department declared a once-in-300 years event. Torrential rains burst riverbanks, overwhelmed drainage systems, and unleashed violent mountain runoff through neighborhoods, schools, hospitals, and major highways. The disaster quickly outpaced the ability of local authorities, throwing millions into turmoil. The worst impact was in Hat Yai City. Images of residents waist to chest deep in murky water more than 3 meters high stunned the world. In just hours, vibrant commercial streets transformed into violent rivers. Cars vanished downstream. Homes were submerged up to their roofs, and people trapped on upper floors screamed for help as electricity, clean water, and internet collapsed. Sirens wailed through the night. Rescue vehicles sped across the drowning city, and the darkness echoed with a haunting soundtrack of distress. Survival stories emerged one after another, exposing the desperation of hundreds of thousands. In one narrow alley, residents clung to telecommunication cables stretched above swirling floodwaters, a moment that became an unforgettable symbol of the catastrophe. Suspended over the torrent, they inched along the cable. We knew it was dangerous, but without climbing onto the cables, we would have been swept away, one man said. It took nearly an hour before residents on higher floors hauled them up with ropes. Elsewhere, a family of 5, including a 70-year-old woman, was trapped when water surged without warning, consuming the ground floor. As the water rose to chest level, panic and determination collided. The man of the house grabbed a hammer and punched through the metal roof. One by one, the family climbed to the rooftop, soaked and shaking, waving a cloth for rescue. Drone footage captured the tense moment a rescue worker slipped and plunged into the rushing water below. The entire team froze, but moments later he surfaced and swam back to the inflatable boat. Relief washed over them. The family survived, though terror clung to them long after. In Thung Sao, elderly residents also broke their roofs to escape. Among them was an 83-year-old man clutching a plastic bag with apples and a bottle of water, his small preparation in case we had to wait for rescue all day. No one knew how long they'd been standing exposed on the roof. When help arrived, many were so cold and weak they needed immediate medical care. Satellite analysis showed all of Hat Yai deep in the dark green warning zone with water levels between 2 and 3 meters. More than 536 kilometers of roads were destroyed, 47 schools and 8 hospitals heavily damaged, and 243,000 people directly impacted. Across Songkhla province, that number surged to 465,000 and continued rising by the hour. Entire areas became unreachable, with boats serving as the only means in or out. The situation worsened as Hat Yai Airport, southern Thailand's key transport hub, went underwater, stranding more than 1,000 passengers. Hotels flooded on their ground floors, forcing tourists to sleep on sofas and hallway floors, unsure when they could leave. In response, authorities issued unprecedented orders. On November 24th, the Songkhla governor declared the entire province a disaster zone and ordered full evacuations across 16 districts. On November 25th, Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul declared a state of emergency as devastation spread uncontrollably. The Thai Army and Navy launched massive operations, most notably the aircraft carrier Chakri Nerubet, the pride of the Royal Thai Navy, left Satahip Naval Base loaded with helicopters, medical teams, mobile kitchens, and tons of emergency supplies. Rarely deployed for civilian crises, its arrival marked the scale of this catastrophic flood. As the military battled rising waters, Thai media reported worsening chaos in Hat Yai. Social media overflowed with videos of people screaming for help from rooftops, children shaking in cold water, and bedridden patients trapped in flooded buildings after their families failed to reach them. A young mother clutching her baby cried, "I've called for rescue for 2 days, but they're overwhelmed. I'm terrified the water will rise further and my child won't survive." The health system buckled. Hat Yai Hospital, one of southern Thailand's largest, flooded on its first and second floors. Clean water systems broke down. Partial power outages forced nurses to use flashlights and standing fans to protect more than 30 infants in the pediatric ward from overheating. Some rooms became tiny islands in a sea of water where doctors treated patients while praying the flood wouldn't climb higher. On November 25th, meteorologists warned that extreme weather would continue for several more days. A low-pressure system combined with northeast monsoon winds promised more heavy rain, especially in low-lying areas like Ratapum, Namum, Ranot, and Hat Yai. Even with dozens of high-capacity pumps and emergency channels pushing water towards Songkhla Lake and the Gulf of Thailand, experts warned the flood would recede very slowly and inconsistently. By November 26th, at least 13 people were dead. Millions were affected. More than 798,000 households suffered losses. Meteorologists warned this may be one of the worst natural disasters in southern Thailand in decades, driven by climate change intensifying across Southeast Asia. Though rainfall finally began to ease, experts cautioned that Hat Yai could remain underwater for weeks due to its low terrain and massive incoming runoff from surrounding provinces. Residents waited anxiously for aid as water in many zones surpassed 4 meters, rendering rescue vehicles nearly useless. Aerial images revealed rooftops barely piercing the muddy water, a stark, heartbreaking reminder of the catastrophic power of this historic flood. Floods devastate Hat Yai, Thailand, 13 dead. Please watch the new video here.